Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode here on Vivo Garage, where today we're going to do our price breakdown on the Goatski, and then I have an update on the ACR. So we're going to do it out on the lake today. We're getting towards the end of August, and weather here in the Pacific Northwest is starting to change. A little crisper in the morning. Daytime highs aren't really in the warm, so we are going to take advantage of the lake as much as possible. So I'm going to get these two out on the water, and we'll do a cost breakdown, and again, like I said, an update on the ACR. So stay tuned.
So my wife and I are on a little scavenger hunt on this lake, trying to find some different things. It's a nice, good way to enjoy the lake without causing a whole lot of mischief, I guess. And I don't know. Hey, look at that, some XP800s ahead. Nice. So I think this is a good time now to kind of cost break down what the Goatski, as you can see right in front of us. So when I bought it, like I said, it has been in pieces. When the engine was completely disassembled, most things were not even attached to each other, and we got it basically in a couple of different totes. So it required a lot of work, and I really did not know how it was going to be. So the items I had to replace were, one, the starter. That found out in a video that starter didn't work. Two, the coupler to the drive shaft had a broken flange on it, so I replaced that, but it kind of was a good thing because I was having issues with the bearing that the coupler goes into to connect to the crankshaft. So I got a whole new rear housing for it, which came with new bearings and everything like that, and then I also got a new coupler to go with it because that one was broken. I don't remember the prices off the top of my head, so what I'm going to do is just kind of put on the screen what that price costed me, and everything for the most part came off of eBay. The other thing I had to replace on the front of the crankshaft was the pulsing. Oh, you got it? She found one of her items. Did you get your picture? Okay. So yeah, the pulsing rotor, got that off eBay, and it was noticed when I was putting it together. Dinosaur? It's over that way. It saw a little broken tab on it, and I didn't quite understand at the time what that little tab was. I was like, oh no big deal. Big mistake. You should probably always, if there's anything broken, should always figure out why it's broken and what's its impact. Because that ended up costing me an engine pull and some time. We're in a no-wake zone here, so we're just trying to get out of there. So, yeah. That video, I can't remember, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it, but it was a pulsing rotor that caused me to not have spark on two of my pistons. Or spark plugs. Oh, not cool. Can't see anymore. My glasses are all wet. I know, rough problems, right? trying to find a skeleton T-Rex. So, oh, what else? I'm trying to think of everything else I had to buy on it. So the other thing I had to buy, and I didn't need to get it running. I know some of my videos didn't show it, was the handlebar cover. It was missing, and not necessarily all that safe, especially if I'm riding it. I might get a little more squirrely than, say, my wife does. But got that on eBay. It ended up not being the right one, and I got a cover for it instead. It's just got the foam that's taped in there. It's definitely not a permanent fix, but more or less just give some protection for that. Got that off of eBay, like I said, and I had to buy a new key, one of these types of keys. I had to get one of those. And then literally, I think that's all it, except for the paint I had to buy and that kind of stuff. So all that with the paint and everything, not including this price of the Goatski that I paid for it, all that tallies up to, I believe, $315, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm being a little generous on the paint. It may be a little more, so I'm just going to round that up to say $375 for other miscellaneous stuff and all that. So the only thing left that I haven't said on how much I paid for was the Goatski. And because of the state it was in, along with probably time of the year and all that, it was listed for $500, and I saw it, and I offered him $300 cash, and he took it. So that's what I paid, $300 for that. We'll call $375 for the repairs and putting it back together, and there you go. That's it. I think it is a phenomenal deal. Super happy with it. And you'll probably, wondering, why is he always riding this yellow one? Well, I bought the yellow one because I needed a second ski. And the whole idea of it was my wife was going to ride this and I was going to ride the Goatski. Well, she feels more comfortable on that thing, so that's why she's always riding it. And that's why I'm always riding this. And I don't mind at all because, we're out enjoying this together. Slow speed up a little bit here. Just enjoying the time and all that stuff. And, I get out and I rip on the Goatski from time to time, and I get to enjoy it. I also enjoy the yellow one. But, yeah, we're having fun. So, there you go. Zing! How could you not have fun on this thing? I'm catching air all the time. Well, as you can see, we got it all sorted out on how much everything cost, and to be honest, I was a little surprised of how inexpensive it was for me. Granted, I did get a lot of things
with the Goatski from the previous owner that I would have had to have bought. So that helped out in a lot of aspects with it. And there was obviously some unexpected stuff that came up. Probably some of it was due to my own doing. I'm not saying I did a perfect job in this, and there's definitely things I probably should have done differently looking back on it now. But at the end of the season, it's still operating and performing just as it did when I first got it running, so I'm super happy with it. We'll see what happens in the off season on what I do with it. I kind of depends on whether I can get a project in place for it or not. Also have the yellow ACR that I want to get some things done on that too. So got a long off season ahead of us, but I said at the beginning of the video there's an update on the ACR, and I realized I really didn't cover that in the previous video. With that, did a carb clean on it, and I missed an important piece within. I really need to learn how to operate this thing. I found an important piece that I didn't take care of, and that's the little internal fuel filters on each of the carburetors. So with that video that I did, really didn't have much of a difference. It ran a little better, but was still kind of having those same issues. So I took it back apart and I cleaned out those little internal filters, and man, did that ever make a difference. So in the next video, you'll see that I have a top speed posting that we'll do in that video, and it's pretty impressive for everything in regards to that jet ski. So I'm going to wrap this video up, but I do have a special surprise for everyone who stuck out in this video for that. If you remember the Goatski, how it got its name from the goat that would climb all over it and all that stuff. So yeah, special surprise. In one of my filmings I was doing, I actually ended up losing my phone that I did all the recording in the lake, so I wasn't able to capture everything, so I kind of had to gather everything. But the whole purpose of going out to that lake was in fact to meet Carl, the goat behind the Goatski. So this is unfortunately the only picture I got, but still impressive nonetheless that, you know, this is the goat that influenced the Goatski's name. Special shout out to the owner, previous owner, and bringing out Carl to kind of get familiarized. But Carl's upgraded; she now has a wake boat. So anyway, I'll cut this video off here, and again, thank you so much for watching. Comment down below, and like the video if you like it. If you don't like it, give you a thumbs down, let me know why, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.